Saying, do you know this business growth strategies are going to take your business to a different heights? And if you don't know it, you're not able to sustain and grow. Hi, my name is Alok. I'm father of two boys, 9 trees, husband to one of the most beautiful princes of the world. I'm an engineer, an MBA, an entrepreneur, traveler, author, blogger, podcaster, a parenting expert, and a business enthusiast for the last 20 years. And I'm helping all you aspiring as well as existing business owners, entrepreneurs to build and scale up their businesses in multiple level of ROIs and helping you make time independent. So, business owners, yesterday I was talking about business growth. We talked about the definition of growth, business growth, the different types of growth and different strategies I was about to talk. Because of time limitation, I could not cover it up. But we have covered the stages of business growth. When you start, how do you ideate, and then you execute, you sustain, you survive, and you grow. Now, today, I'm going to complete this topic by talking about the different strategies of business which is going to be implemented for your growth, right? So, to start with, I wanted to tell you that business is what? Very dynamic, right? And this dynamic business is going to be keeping you as well very active and dynamic because it's a living thing. Business is a living thing and it has to grow if it's going to survive, as we all are doing. So there are several common business growth strategies, and some of them may present more risk than the others, but you can use a combination of these strategies which I'm going to talk about. Maybe depending upon your business, your industry, it may vary and it should vary as well. Okay, so these are the few strategies, the main five strategies I'm going to talk about. I'll just name it and then I'll be explaining it. Number one is improving your marketing with existing product on the current market. Number two is penetrating into new markets. Number three is expanding product selection. Number four is diversification. And number five is expanding through acquisitions. So let us talk about it in a detailed manner. Thank you, Aditya. Let us talk about one by one in this topic wherein I'm explaining this. So let us talk about market improvement. So this is the most practical and outside of old theory book strategy. It will apply to most small and medium sized businesses. Most entrepreneurs are biased. When I say biased, that means they are in love with the product and service they are doing and they are love in their marketing communication as well. But sometimes the truth is that the target audience doesn't have the same feeling to what you are doing, right? You are doing your best. It is coming from your heart, but is the market looking for it? So the main goal of this strategy is to challenge ourselves on the choice of messages, user flows, and marketing channels. So you need to accept the fact that even though you are worked in a market for a longer time, you might not know all your customers, their needs, and the reason why some of the customers prefer your competitors over you, right? So start with an in-depth analysis of your competitors and learn from their success and failures. So invest time in CRO. We call it conversion rate optimization. So you have to talk about and think about how to convert more. This conversion ratio optimization is what you are putting in efforts and you are getting more conversions for your business, more sales, right? So in doing so, you'll get plenty of ideas for the improvement of your marketing operations. So having an unbiased pair of eyes on yourself, on your product and service, or some extra brains. When I say extra brains, they can be your colleagues, your friends, your partners, your mentors. And if you are putting some extra brains by your side during this exercise, you're going to increase the efficiency and your CRO, the conversion rate optimization, is going to improve. That was number one. I hope I made it clear. Let's talk about number two, which is market development. So, this strategy involves increasing sales of existing products in newer markets. Suppose geographically you are targeting one particular area. So when I say newer markets, maybe you are working in a tier 1 city, you can think of moving towards the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So these will be your new markets, right? So this market growth can take a lot of forms. You can expand sales to a new geographical area, a new city, or even a foreign country. This can be done via partnership with distributions, with established network. If you plan to enter a new market in a different country, it's important to consider differences in the local regulation and culture, which may be at times harder for you because of the infrastructure and the manpower which you have. So well-known brands can do this market expansion by offering franchisee option. You must have heard about all these big multi-chain franchisee businesses like McD, KFC, Burger King, and even retail outlets like clothing. If you talk about the Van Heusen, Louis Philippe, and all those things, right? So you can have all these expansions done through either franchisee options or through established network of distributors. So in this way, you can enter new markets with lower risk, because the partners whom you are partnering with, the people, so they are already established in that particular segment, that particular geographical area. So they understand business well compared to you, right? So you can start selling products online or offline through your website or any possible methods which you want to. Maybe a showroom, maybe an online portal or something like that. So this was number two. I hope it's being interesting to you. Thank you, Anamika, and thank you, Nautinator, as well. Okay, let's move to the third point, which is product expansion. So this strategy is also known as product development and involves launching new services or products on the existing markets. So whatever market you are having, you must be having a fewer products. So you can increase the number of products. So you can develop product for the particular market for which you are working. You can take surveys and ask your customers what product they're looking at. So if in your domain you are able to add some new product in the same line of business, that's a good strategy. So SMBs, small and medium businesses, typically use this strategy by offering different variations of their main product lines to reach larger audience, right? For example, you can develop a premium version of your product for the luxury market segment, a normal product for a mid segment, and you can also have a entry level product for your same market. So this method is useful addition to any business growth model because it is based on existing infrastructure. No products can be added by investing in research and development of additional products or purchasing rights to produce a product of another company. Is it okay? So now let's talk about some different concept, which is diversification. So this method is bit risky, but this risky method is also known as launching new products in the new markets. You are diversifying yourself with a new product and a new market. So both the things are new. That is why the risk component is more here. So it can be used as a valuable addition to the existing model. So before you start doing it, you should be doing a proper market research and be ready to invest a lot of money to establish your presence, because you are new to the new geographical location and the product is also new. So you'll also need to hire a lot of people and build new infrastructures. This method is good for more mature companies with a strong position in their target market. So now we'll be talking about uh, some different types of diversification which can be done through mergers and partnerships. So one is called the horizontal diversification, in which you develop a new product and selling them to the existing customer group. Number two is the vertical diversification, wherein the business enters the sector of its customers or suppliers. Number three is the concentric diversification, in which you develop a new line of product that are similar to the existing products. And number four is the conglomerate, which is developing absolutely new products that apply to a new group of customers. So these were the few diversification growth strategies. Now let's talk about the acquisition part. I hope I'm not fast. Okay. So this method is good for the matured companies as well. To expand operations, businesses often purchase strong companies that are already operating in the larger and the target markets. So the downside of this effective method is steep upfront cost, because you have to invest a lot of money acquiring some new businesses. So it's going to give you an exponential growth. Suppose your turnover is today 500 crores a year, and you acquire another company which is doing 400 crores per year. So your turnover goes up to 900 crores per year, because you have acquired a new company, and this is going to give you an exponential growth, right? But the upfront cost of acquisition is very high in this. So only mature company are doing it, and they're doing it successfully well, right? You can be seeing examples, recent examples, that 1mg was being bought over by Tata, right? Even Big Basket was uh, bought by Tata Group, right? So similarly, if you see insurance companies, yesterday I was going through an article and I thought, I felt like this ICICI Lombard has taken over Tata AIG life insurance and something like that. I may not be exactly right, but you can make it out. You can search it on your customers or the web portals wherein you will be getting all this business news, right? So this is all about acquisition, and you can get an established customer base and operations which can be adjusted to your specific needs to add value. So besides this, the company you buy may be profitable from the first day, and it's a good strategy if you want to expand your business into new geographical location, and serving more and more customers. So that was all about the business growth strategies. I hope I have covered all those major points. So these strategies are again subject to your industry specific. These are all broader guidelines wherein you can start. Again, market research is one of the best things you should do before getting into any of these strategies and grow your business. Thank you all for watching and listening me live. Looking forward to see you in another episode. See you. Bye bye.